Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray. Today we're going to talk about the number one, yes, you've heard me, the number one ailment of our world, which is stress. It comes from overthinking. It comes from too much things that we have to do, too many obligations, not enough time, 100 years ago, people weren't like this. It's just about today. And we're talking about stress reduction 101, more than one way to reduce the stress in our life. Stress is one of the most common inhibitors of our daily lives. And unfortunately, in the modern world, stress is really difficult to avoid. Moreover, stress is like an invisible enemy that most of us aren't even aware of until we are knee-deep in it. And let me tell you something, stress can in fact be a root cause of many of our ailments and misfortunes on an energetic level, because it is far worse to our life than only to our physical body. In this video, we are going to talk about how to reduce our stress, or stress reduction 101, to help you get rid of this invisible ninja. Stress, and even mild stress, is directly related to a variety of physical and mental ailments such as hormonal imbalance, depression, headaches, GI complication, diabetes, obesity, heart disease, and even premature death. And we're only scratching the surface here, okay? Stress has the brain create the cortisol hormone in large portions, which eventually disables our memory. Even though we don't have as much control over the circumstances of our life, we definitely can control the way we react to those circumstances that bring us stress and become more aware of them. So let's look at the main reasons why stress occurs first, so we can become aware of them. One very important detail to note is that stress is only a reaction. So it's a reaction to the outer world. Many things can bring stress into your life, be it traffic, work, relationships, finances. It doesn't matter, but hear me out. Let's take a look at why the reaction actually occurs. For example, it's not that having no money is stressful. It's our reaction to having no money and our beliefs about it that make it stressful, particularly for us. Our emotions spur from a root cause that we simply copy-paste to more of our unpleasant life situations. For example, you're in a decent relationship and every time something goes wrong, even if it's a minor inconvenience, you just lose it. It becomes an argument over nothing. Tensions grow, blood is rushing through your veins, you're not thinking straight. You go from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds because suddenly something's not okay. For you, it's far from okay. Now, what if I told you that this is probably a reaction to a situation from your past? Something you might have picked up from a parent, a lover, a school teacher, a friend maybe? Hypothetically, during your teenage years, your parents used to flare up over minor inconveniences. 1 minute everything is okay, and out of nowhere, hell breaks loose in the house due to a broken plate, you being late for dinner, you got a D in a test, or whatever. And again, this is completely hypothetical, but in this scenario, as a kid who's been living in a constant state of 0 to 100, you are now overcompensating as a new adult. Every time something goes wrong, you flare up. You don't even know why. And you become stressed out of the bone, with the intention, of course, to correct things as soon as possible. Are you starting to understand my point? Most people behave that way without even realizing it in the first place, thinking this is different when it's not. It is just our reaction, which stems from our belief system, which stems from life experiences. With that in mind, if you're stressed out, these are 3 steps you can take to immediately become calmer. You can do it either one of them or all of them together. Step number 1, hard stop. Acknowledge right away that your reaction is stress-related and not a justified argument-related. Check your facts. Check if you have overreacted in some way. Ask yourself how you would feel about it a week from now, when whatever happened right now is in your past. Whatever you may feel in the moment, even if you think you have the moral high ground, you are super right about something, whatever, just stop. Especially if the stress is socially induced due to an argument or someone cutting you in line, When you are in that state, you're not thinking straight and emotions overwhelm your logic. Step number 2, or alternative number 2. If the first step didn't do the trick, then repeat the word stop and take a big breath and start distracting your mind a little bit. Say stop only to yourself, not to the other person. Just say stop. You can accompany it by adding random facts about anything like, stop, the sky is blue today. My name is George. I live in Ireland. The reason you should do this is because it will help you ground yourself and get out of the loop that you put yourself into. Okay? It's sort of like a distraction for your brain. And you will see that after a couple of minutes, you completely forget about it. Now, when you're not thinking straight, the only way you can ground yourself quickly is by lashing out random facts. First things that come to mind. If the situation allows it, say these things out loud and don't feel ashamed or stupid to do so. You have thoughts in your head and it's equally right to pronounce them out loud to yourself, especially if it's for your own good reason. If the first 2 things didn't work, or simultaneously, you can add step number 3. Breathe. I know it's corny, I know, but it works like a charm. The reason breathing works so well for stress management is because it calibrates your mind back to normality. Think about it this way. Your mind is always full of thoughts. When you're stressed, your mind is racing with thoughts 5 times as much as normal times. Your mind feels like it's going to explode because you're so angry that you're building these incredible arguments within your head to reason the stress. Now, breathing and the focus of breathing, you focusing on the breath, is what eliminates those thoughts. Because when you focus on your breath, in and out, you're thinking of nothing else than breathing. Breathing slowly, calmly. That in turn allows you to be present in the moment and you snap back into reality. Have you ever noticed that when somebody is stressed or something happened, sometimes they just calm down by taking this brown bag and breathing in and out, in and out? What you're actually doing is you're telling your body that it is comfortable and safe when you're breathing like that. The other way around is what we used to have when we ran away from a tiger. Very, very fast breath, all the blood rushing through the system. Now, when you're breathing slowly, you're telling the body you're safe, you're calm. And that actually goes up to your head and to your thoughts and relaxes you. Step number 4, or again, you can do all this together or simultaneously or whatever works for you. You can think of anything and everything that makes you feel good. This is the best distraction, which will normalize your heartbeat and make you more logical in an emotional situation. It can be your favorite dish, your first kiss, a mother's warm embrace. Think about those particular moments and how great they've made you feel. If you're a parent, you can think about your children, It does make sense, right? We think of bad things all the time and we emphasize with a bad feeling. So why not do the opposite? Thinking about good things and the good feeling it gave us creates a transformation. We take a certain memory and we turn it into positive energy. And trust me, this is a habit you will want to adopt because in the long term, you don't want to solve the issues here and there. You want something to make you see the positive, to be optimistic, to see the positive all the time, to completely avert that stressful thought that might be a repetitive thought. And step number 5, which is the final stage, forgive yourself. You've been stressed from anywhere between 10 minutes and 3 years. Cut yourself some slack, okay? Apologize to yourself. Because although the situation that caused it happened, again, it's the external situation, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And you've been punishing yourself for things outside of your reach. You can't be in full control of things, and that's all right. You're a human being. Stressful things happen all the time. But your reaction is what you have full control over. and the mastery of self is critically important for true happiness in your life. So remember, don't be so harsh with yourself. Things happen all the time, but your reaction is your choice. Even if you think it isn't, even if you think it's just, and even if you think it's normal. Because at the end of the day, the only one who suffers from your reaction is you and nobody else. Thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Ray. Check out my other videos and make sure to subscribe to my channel. My website is raymaor.com. Come and check out our full 9-day retreats coming up in Sedona and in Europe this year. Namaste, my friends.